going to ruin everything and just all die one day.
Because that's what we're told.
We beat the bubonic plague. We beat smallpox. We beat everything that's ever tried to knock us down. Yeah, a few 100,000 of us go with it. Those are the weak and the dumb, and we want them to go. It's fine.
Yeah, it's feeding the herd. We're fine with that.
I don't understand this concept that, okay, the earth is getting hotter, so get some sunscreen and shut the fuck up.
I mean, I'm a ginger. I gotta survive off fucking sunscreen.
What the hell? We're all gonna be brown in 50 years anyway.
It'll just be like repeating history.
Maybe that's why white people are disappearing. Because the planet's getting hotter and we'll all die if it does. You think? Put two and two together. Makes sense. White people won't last if it gets much hotter. We wouldn't survive in Africa. We don't have the skin pigment to survive. That's something we lost as we moved to cooler areas. So now we need that pigment back, and it seems to be happening. So what the fuck's the problem? Everybody get back to work.
Everybody get back to work.
Yeah, we got floating stadiums to build, people.
And we need people to build that shit. So get the fucking work.
Maybe that is the Ark story. We're all going to live in floating shit one day. Maybe that's the point of that story. And we're just... If we got to go biblical, here you go, Bible folks. I'm telling you what the Bible meant. The Arctic's going to melt. Get a boat.
Start growing fucking wet feet.
All the other stuff was a metaphor. It's a book. You act like you haven't ever read another one that had some shit in it that was supposed to be interpreted. It's not the word of God, it's a fucking metaphor, you retards. Read a second book and then get back to that one. You'll figure it out.
It ain't that fucking difficult.
This is what I'm saying. Use your brain so I don't have to so much. But Gordon and I will save you. It's okay. Eric and Gordon 2019. It's just, it's painful to me that we've all taken the one side or the other, but if we do it their way, we're going to die. No, we're not.
No, we really aren't.
We've got, we could attach wheels to a two-legged dog and give it a happy life. We can figure out fucking global warming.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Come up with a solution. It's not, we're not all going to die. That's idiotic to think that way. That's just, maybe you want to, you freaks.
That's what I want.
No, you can, I got some nice coastal property I can sell you just before the final results are in. Yeah.
Only if it's in fucking Florida.
Water's going to rise, sure. But volcanoes make new islands every day, too.
Yes, they do.
And underwater volcanoes do that, so we still got that going for us. I don't see this Kevin Costner web feet thing happening anytime we have to worry about. The worst thing would be if Kevin Costner made another one of those movies. That might make me want to kill myself.
Because I don't want to have to. Because that's another one of those fucking movies where whenever it comes on, I'm like, I gotta watch this piece of shit.
Yeah. What the hell was Dennis Hopper doing? What happened to Dennis Hopper? You big giant disappointment of a man.
Yeah, we had so much fucking high hopes for him, and then all of a sudden, that.
How do you do that amazing performance in True Romance and fucking King Koopa in that god-awful Mario Brothers movie in the same career and still be able to look at yourself in the morning, you son of a bitch?
It's probably, it's because he gets paid a lot of money. That's what?
Yeah, I guess so. He's not worrying about his echoey cell phone right now on his podcast.
No. Frick.
My God.
He should buy us some shit so we can not have these problems anymore.
I appreciate I know you're hoping for some scientific answers, Gord, but I think really the honest truth is we gotta step away from that and use our heads. That's what we used to do. We used to think and innovate. That's how we came up with all the cool shit we have now. And then now we have it all. We're getting retarded and thinking we can't think for ourselves. We still can. We're still the Isaac Newtons and Leonardo da Vinci's and all the amazing people. We still have those. We think it's something that existed in the past, and for some reason they don't anymore. They still do. Great artists, great thinkers, great musicians, great mathematicians. We don't just have to learn from the past. We can embrace the present. We have those minds today. It's not the past. Stop thinking that way. That there's this past and this future, and we're just these invalids that are wobbling in between the two somehow.
Sure fucking feels like it some days, though.
Absolutely it does. But it probably did to them, too. But one guy said, no, shut up. The Wright brothers said, shut up, we can do this. Maybe that's the Elon Musk. Maybe we should give that guy more credit than he gets. Yeah, he crashes a couple of Teslas every now and then. Maybe he's going to change the fucking world. And why not let him? We're not doing anything right. Maybe these guys that are thinking outside of the box, maybe that's the whole point. Because people probably called Da Vinci a loon. People did say the Wright brothers were retarded, that we'd never fly.
Why would people need to fly? That's just dumb.
Exactly, right? And now we need to fly so that we can crash on islands and talk to volleyballs. That's
awesome fucking movie, by the way.
I agree. I don't know. We're not giving ourselves enough credit. We're giving politicians way too much credit, and they're trying to keep it that way.
Yeah.
If we woke up tomorrow and there was no money in the world, you know what we'd do? Feed each other and go to work and then go to bed.
I don't think we would. I wouldn't. If I wasn't getting paid, I wouldn't go to work. Fuck it.
Yeah, well, you're probably more right than I am on that one. But I'm saying the world doesn't stop spinning just because rich people aren't rich anymore. But they want us to think it will. And Reagan made us buy into this trickle-down bullshit that doesn't trickle down ever. And we all still think, if we keep the rich where they are, they'll carry us with them. We'll benefit in some way, but we got to keep them happy or they're going to take it all away. No! Reagan was wrong. Trickle down doesn't matter, and they don't care whether we live or die. They're liars. Look at Trudeau. He's the perfect example.
Speaking of fucking liars.
All he did was lie, and we fell for it. Stop listening to their goddamn lies. And we all know it, and we say it every year. Politicians just lie. Ask anybody on the street. 100% of people will tell you politicians lie.
Yeah.
Then why the fuck do we vote for them every 4 years?
That's supposed to be the definition of freedom.
We wouldn't let anyone else get away with that. Any other employee in any business, if they lied to you every time they came to work, you would fire them.
Yeah?
How is this? See? How simple? There are employees, and they come to work and they fucking lie every goddamn day, and it costs us a shit ton of money every day.
Yep.
Fire them! And don't hire them back!
I guess the question we raised is, but Eric, now you're talking about job loss, and we can't have that. That's why there's a lava land fucking bullshit going on.
Jobs that we are told we can't have. So good. Fire them and eliminate that job. What does that job provide? Nothing. It's time to act like the efficiency expert here. Does the job make money? No, in fact, it does nothing but cost us money. Then we don't want that job to exist.
Eliminate it.
Eliminate that job. You're a farmer now. Go farm something. What do? I lie and cost you money. Well, now you're a shepherd. Go tend to your sheep.
Your job is to hang off of this stick and scare the birds away.
I want meat and wool socks this winter. You're a shepherd now. Get a job. Easy.
I guess it sounds very simple.
The only people who want to convince you it's not simple are the people who are benefiting from us and making us suffer.
Yep.
It's the feudal system. It never changed. We learned that shit in the 8th grade. We think it changed because they make us believe we get shit from them, but we don't.
No, we really, really, really don't.
Universal health care isn't something the government provides. It's something that doctors and nurses and caregivers provide. Without government, we would still help our ailing friends. Fuck them.
Wait, we would help them or we would fuck them? Which one?
Ideally, both. But I'm saying this is, government provides us nothing. This is stuff we can do on our own. Feed the poor. We don't need the government to tell us to do that. We see a hungry man, we give him a fucking sandwich. I see it happen every goddamn day. I don't need a politician to tell me that. And then charge me for it.
Oh, the only thing the government is good for is just wasting money.
Exactly. And they're our employees. If I had a company and I had a guy come to work and burn money every fucking day, I'd fire his ass in a heartbeat. Without thinking. And every good businessman would. Every bad businessman would. It's common fucking sense. Unless we apply it to hundreds of thousands of useless people across our country that are doing nothing but taking money from us.
So, the only solution is...
Vote Eric and Gordon.
Exactly.
I will reduce the number of government officials to 2. And then I will eliminate elections, and you'll all be appointed. But only 2. That'll be the government. 2. You ask Eric or you ask Gordon. And sometimes we'll confer.
I sure as hell won't have fucking hire a speechwriter.
Nope. We'll have 3 elections every year, and 2 people will run in those elections, Eric and Gordon.
Every single time.
You can vote for one or both of us.
That's like that Simpsons episode where you're going to vote for the 2 aliens that came down, so it's a 2-party system.
Exactly. You can vote for me or you can vote for Gord. I will automatically hire Gord as my vice president when I win. And vice versa.
We hire Eric as my vice president.
So you vote for whoever you think is best. Oh God! Now I'm making a joke clearly, but when you really go back and listen to this episode, and I hope it sounds better than I think it does in my head right now, because the point that's made here tonight is absolutely worth its weight in shiny rocks. It's not complicated, and they're keeping us hypnotized into thinking that it is.
I think that if you go into school, and one of the things you study in school is politics, I think that should be as useful as an art degree.
It should be.
Yeah.
And I shudder to go over the records of 98.7% of the politicians in this country and see what they have a degree in.
It's probably a lot of art degrees.
That's probably a lot of fucking Scott Shaw Community College.